What are the cons of investing in MicroStrategy?
Well,
right? Because if I'm only asking because in my mind, I'm sure people are thinking that too. Like, hey, if crypto does have a slight pullback, which it probably will, I'm not saying that it'll be a drastic, a 50% pullback or a 60% like we've seen. They buy it at the current price, and if let's say in 2026, which everybody in that cycle seems to be a year or has historically been a year where it draws down just a little bit before obviously it starts to appreciate again in that cycle. If they're buying at current prices and for 6 months it's below the price that they bought at, now that leads to being in the red for a quarter, maybe 2 to 3 quarters, which accumulates debts. Their role was they're not going to sell it, right? They're just going to keep
Smart move,
amassing.
so.
Right, they're going to keep amassing it. How should people be looking at it in terms of cons and pros and cons? Not a con, but a cons in buying MicroStrategy.
They do what we preach: dollar cost average. They buy up, they buy low. He's up.
Yeah. Also, to give context to that, on the institutional side, it's harder for certain moves to be made because of regulations and given that, got to give him credit. Like, he's under certain scrutiny. But even this is originally Jack's investment strategy, then Kathy's, now his. You can even see in the matriculation of this Bitcoin to balance sheet strategy how the governments are going to kind of try to come in and take it from him. So it's smart for him to buy it. But to answer the question though, hold for 5, like 95% of your problems go away if you buy the top 3 and hold for 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
So even let's say if Bitcoin returns get cut in half, and I'm not a Bitcoin maxi, but if they go to 40% return on average, that's still Apple's best performing year on average, just holding. Please put this in chat. Stop talking and hold.
Just do that.
Yeah. Like that's the whole. How long can you just sit and say, okay, I'm just going to add to whatever your investment philosophy is? The biggest mistake that Kathy made was rotating and trading the stocks too often. Peace and blessings to her and everybody at ARC. Love you dearly. Had an amazing conversation with your investors 2 years ago. Thank y'all for setting it up. Love y'all dearly. Put yes in chat if I made you money. But hold things for a long period of time.
And the insight we're going to give, I'm personally going to ask Jack Dorsey some questions directly related to Bitcoin because I'm interested to know. I want to know, does he think that it has the potential to take over the US dollar? If not, how far does he actually think this can go? I'm about decentralization because it's good to know from somebody that's actually been a pioneer in the space.
Pioneer, yep.
Yeah. So you got to listen to people like even when Mike Novogratz, you got to listen to when people talk that
they're doing it,
are billionaires,
and they're doing it.
That's one thing I learned. You got to listen to the billionaires.
You do, especially when they're not gatekeeping and give you the advice. Because even people be like, "Oh, he doesn't know. He made billions in this space."
Yeah. Nobody becomes a billionaire by accident.
Yeah, they're doing it, and their expertise and their mindset when it comes to the space. I mean, we're privileged to even share that with the audience, but on a personal level, to even when they speak to us when the cameras are not on, just the information that they're giving is just different level. Yeah.
But Bitcoin always pulls back. There's going to be a pullback. There's always a pullback.
Every asset.
Right.
Some Elizabeth Warren's going to do something. Something is going to happen.
Yeah.
That's what we know. There's going to be a pullback.
You know what's different? I feel what's different around this time is like in the past when we saw Bitcoin appreciate, we saw people watch it go up and they say, you know what, it's too expensive. Let me go find a bunch of altcoins. And they invest in some shit coin and it's a Ponzi scheme and they lose their money. I feel like the noise around that has calmed down just a bit. I don't know what your take on it is, but I think like people have gotten much smarter when it comes to, hey, we're not just going to find the 34th coin and decide, hey, we don't have enough money for Bitcoin, so we'll do that.
What's your time frame? Because that boy Trump just ran up 10 billion on that play 6 months.
But most of the 98% of people who invested in it got left holding the bag.
Well, that's what I'm saying. People still haven't learned their lesson. But that just happened. That happened recently.
The pump and dump from him. I'm talking about overall, right? There were all these
the craze.
That's what I meant. Like the craze around it was like, yo, we'll find this one.
The yeah, it's not as crazy as it was like 2017, but there's still a lot of coins that people are still buying and pumping up.
He was that was a face. Like he was a face to that. It was, I mean, I don't know if there'll ever be an investigation into that, but allegedly there might be. But he was a face behind that. Whereas we knew that was his coin. Whereas some people just investing in it is like, oh wait, it's 0.00 cent. If I put $1,000 in there, hopefully that'll turn into $10,000. You know what I mean? Like, did Shibitsu and well, we just say shitcoin, but there was a bunch of them, right? Like when in 2017, like that's part of the story too. It was like when you invested in a Bitcoin, and I started studying the space, and then found a bunch of altcoins, and I'm like, wait, there's 2,000, and now if you look, it's like 10,000 of them. I'm like, damn. So the intelligence around investing in the space, I think, has definitely improved, which is good, which is a good thing.
Also, too, if you always want to know the best price points or where to get in, you know what you can do? Go to eninvest.com.
Tell them where to go. Tell them where to go.
And the stock club. If I call 20,000 when it was at 69,000, please put yes in chat. You can't rewrite history. It was written. I'm not the Nas.
Remember, also we was in Houston. Shout out to Dave Shans. So when it was like, because I put on my Instagram story, I said you gotta like Bitcoin at 85,000. And then Shans, he was like 85. I forgot the exact question that he asked, but he was pretty much saying like, when is a good time? We like 88, 85. And then it got a little bit lower. But long story short, if you would have brought Bitcoin at 85,000, because it did get to like 70 something.
79.
If you would have brought it at 85,000, okay, now it's at 120,000.
Look at the return.
And that's documented. Because like I said, that was actually at the book. You was there. That was in Houston.
Yep.
That was
January.
In Houston. At the You Deserve to Be Rich book tour. You deserve to be rich. Get your copy.
That's a fact.
On all platforms and Audible.
It's no different than the guy you tell him to invest in Nvidia at $20. And he tells you it's too expensive to invest it at that point.
But a good investment is always a good time to invest in a good investment.
That's the point.
Dollar cost average. But you know.
And listen to me. That's the biggest return. Listen to me. Listen to me.
That was a complete sentence.
Listen to me. Put it in chat. Listen to Ian. I told you at Invest Fast. I told you 20K. I told you NVIDIA. No one was talking about NVIDIA at scale, like 3 places to get in. Stock club calls tonight after this amazing show. If I've made you money, please put yes in chat. Join the stock club.
I want that to be the clip. Just listen to me.
Just listen.
Period.
Easy. We easily can just charge you 4 and 40.
Stay low.
Is unacceptable for these returns.
Ridiculous. I'm glad you said it, man. That 7%, that 12% for the year.
It's over with.
It's just not
over with.
People are just becoming way too educated in the space to even pay somebody a percentage to get them to 7 to 12%.
Oh, let's not get crazy here. 12%.
Bro, I'm being wrong.
No. It's
12% still good money.
It is good money. It is good. No, we can't say it's not good.
It's better than nothing.
That would be misleading.
What is inflation since 2020?
12% is still a good return for the year. But that is the goal.
If nothing, I can say the bar has been changed. We did it on the show. Most people who listen to the show, they're averaging 35%.
If not more. That's what I'm saying. If that's the goal, if that's your range, 7 to 12, bro, I've
proven that. Like that, and I'm not even talking trading futures. Like if you're bad trading futures, you can get 1,400% return. Good, 4,000 to 5,000% in a year.
Invest with Invesco.
For sure.
QQQ. Invesco will be at InvestFest, ladies and gentlemen. You know who else will be at InvestFest? Fidelity.
Shout out to Fidelity.
Shout out to Fidelity Investments.
Fidelity Investments.
Great company.
Take your future serious.
And great partner as well. They've been this is their 3rd year. Shout out to them, man.